So what happens when a world just dies? Today, we're diving into a story that kicks off in a land of pure ash, but ends with a discovery that might just, well, ignite everything. We're talking desolation, hope, and one single impossible secret. And right off the bat, we get this line, "The Dragon's Tooth Mountains were not a friendly place." I mean, that's one way to put it, right? It just immediately sets the scene. We're going somewhere forsaken, a place so hostile that just setting foot there is illegal. So you have to ask, what on earth could be worth that kind of risk?
And this is where we meet our protagonist, Ella. She's on a truly desperate quest, heading straight into the heart of this dead world. Whatever's driving her, it's so powerful that it's pushing her past fear, past the law, heck, past the basic human instinct to just stay alive. And just look at this description of the place. We're talking about a landscape of absolute death. It's not just empty, it's aggressively hostile. Imagine the air stinking of sulfur, the ground literally sharp enough to tear you to shreds, and a silence so complete it feels like it's suffocating you. Just, wow. And this isn't a quick trip. It's a brutal 3-day ordeal. By day 3, she's not just tired. She is on the absolute verge of collapse. She's running on empty, with only this crude old map to guide her. You can just feel her desperation, can't you? And right then, just as she's about to give up, she finds it. But here's the thing. The end of her impossible journey isn't some huge grand entrance. Nope, it's just a tiny, hidden crack in the rock. And this is the moment where everything is about to change. All right, so Ella squeezes through that crack, leaving that dead world behind her. She's stepping into what feels like a hidden sanctuary, a place that's holding a deep, living secret. And the change is just, bam, instant. That biting cold outside, gone, replaced by this deep, almost primal warmth. That suffocating silence, now it's a peaceful stillness. It's like she's literally stepped out of one reality and straight into another. So she comes out into this incredible space. It's a huge cavern, but it feels almost artificial. The walls are perfectly smooth, like they were melted and then reformed. And the whole place is lit by these strange, glowing white crystals. It's a totally unnatural but beautiful sanctuary. Okay, so remember, Ella was looking for something specific, a rare herb called dragon's breath grass that was supposed to be a cure. But when she sees what's sitting in the middle of this cavern, she realizes the journal got it all wrong. It was never about a plant.
No, it's something else entirely. It was an egg.
And the details here are just stunning. This thing is massive, like as big as a person curled up. It's this deep, emerald green color, and there are these swirling patterns of light actually moving across its surface. The most important part, though, this isn't just some fossilized egg. It's alive, a living, breathing impossibility sitting in the middle of a dead land.
So, as Ella reaches out, something wild happens. She doesn't just see the egg, she feels it. This wave of profound, centuries-old loneliness just floods her mind. It's coming from the egg. This isn't just a discovery anymore, you guys. This is a connection. And get this, here's the twist. That cure she was looking for, the dragon's breath grass, it's there. It's growing right at the base of the egg. Turns out the cure was never the main event. It was just a little byproduct, a small miracle, being fed by this much, much bigger one. Okay, so this discovery is the trigger for the climax, because at the exact moment she makes contact with this egg, the world outside, it takes its very last breath. And talk about cosmic irony. Just as Ella finds this single brand new life, the biggest symbol of life in their entire world, the world tree, finally dies. You gotta think that's not a coincidence, right? It's like a changing of the guard, a sign that a whole new cycle has to begin. And then, crack. That single sound just shatters the silence in the cavern. That ancient loneliness that was in the egg, it's gone, instantly replaced by this urgent, desperate need to be born. So what do? Ella's mind is just screaming at her. Every horror story, every legend about what dragons are, it all comes rushing back. And her survival instinct is crystal clear. Run. Get out of there, now.
But
But she doesn't run. In that moment, looking at this cracking egg, she doesn't see a monster. She feels that loneliness again, and she recognizes it. It's the same feeling she's had. She sees an orphan about to be born into a cold world, totally alone, just like her. And so she stays. And by making that choice, she takes on this new and terrible responsibility, something way bigger and scarier than she could have ever imagined. And the reality of what happens next is so different from the legends. You know, the stories promised this fearsome beast of fire and destruction. What she gets is a wet, helpless little creature about the size of a puppy just stumbling out of its shell. And every little detail is just beautiful and fragile. Its scales are like see-through emeralds, its wings are as thin and sticky as a cicada's, and its eyes, they're this incredible molten gold color. This is not some monster of legend. It's a newborn, and it's completely helpless. And then, it does probably the most disarming thing it possibly could. It lets out this tiny little chirp, and then, completely exhausted, it just curls up on Ella's coat and falls asleep. So there she is. The life-saving herbs she came for are in her hand, and there's a sleeping baby dragon at her feet. And in that moment, she has this flash of terrifying clarity. Her quest for a cure? That's over. But her real trouble? Oh, that has just begun. Which really leaves us with this massive question, doesn't it? She went in there to find a cure for just one person. But what did she find instead? Not just a cure, but maybe, just maybe, the seed for the rebirth of her entire world. I mean, what does that kind of responsibility even look like? It's a lot to think about. Thanks for diving into this one with us.